Hey guys, I just wanted to come to you today because I have something that I need to tell you and you and you and you at the back that I am on Patreon. Patreon. If you don't know what Patreon is, just a quick overview is that you can be my patron. You can pay to help me create more of the content that I make. Like in the old school days where Beethoven and Handel used to get paid for writing these big works, and the patrons would have something to brag about. So you can basically be my patron. How exciting is that? And my tiers start from as little as $3. So it's really not that much. But that little is going to go a long way. Because these videos, they do take a lot of work to do. And I have plans of expounding on them, which will require me to use more equipment that I have now, more software that I have now. And at some point, I do want to do online lessons to people who want to see me one-on-one, but that are perhaps from another country. Right now, I am teaching one-on-ones here in my own country, in my own city. But I would like to look at some software and some techniques on how to teach online so that I can have a broader scope and also expand on my financial income in that way. If you do become my patron, these are some of the things that you will help me basically achieve. If you have been enjoying this content, first of all, I would just like to say thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for having followed me this far. And if you want to see more of these videos, then consider being my patron, because once that gets going, there is some content that I'm going to push back from my YouTube channel, which will only be exclusive for my patrons. And you do not want to miss out on that. So head over with me to my laptop and let me show you what my tiers look like and what you can expect to get when you become my patron. So there's a link that I've put on my description, and when you click on that, it'll take you to this page. This is my Patreon, and it just gives you a brief description that I create piano tutorials and I give music advice, but I also do lessons. Okay, if you want one-on-one lessons, and in the future I am really wanting to create online lessons for some of the people who want to learn, who are following me. And if you see here are some of my tiers per month. You can pay $3, $10, $20, and I'll show you some of the other tiers as well. But let's start with the first tier. The first tier is basically the additional content that you get is of my YouTube channel. So as I said, I will at some point only post some videos to my YouTube and some videos to my Patreon only. And this kind of content is actually content that's going to be pretty juicy. And you're not going to want to miss out on that, definitely. I might post it later on my YouTube, but maybe not. So the second tier, it says the third tier, actually it should say second tier. I'll change that later. The second tier is basically $10. And with that, I give you the bonus content, obviously, and then an extra is personalized piano tutorials. So if you are a musician, which probably most people who are following me on YouTube are musicians, because I basically make music type videos, I can make you a personalized tutorial where you perhaps will tell me that this is a song that you're struggling with, how to improvise over a certain song, or talking about certain harmonic movements that you are struggling. And I will actually create a video, a private video, which I will then send to you, which will help you specifically with the needs that you have. It'll be just for you. Then the third tier is $20 per month. And here's bonus content, personalized tutorials as in the previous, and then an additional MIDI sheet music for your tutorials. So of the tutorials that I will then lend to you, I will also make MIDI sheet music for you. So all the things that I play, you will be able to see on sheet music and perhaps play it for yourself exactly as I have played it. As you see here, I've made a little thumbnail of what it looks like. So MIDI just captures the things that you play, and I'll be able to give you sheet music for that, which might be more useful than just watching me and following me on a keyboard app. The next two levels are, this is the Queen tier and the King tier. Now the Queen tier is everything else that I've talked about, but an additional is I will give you a discount to all my live performances. And as the gigs start to pick up again, I've already got some gigs coming up. You will be my discounted patron, where I'll give you 50% discount to all my tickets, so long as you are my patron. And another additional for this Queen tier is a live Q&A, one-on-one, relating to music questions and any questions that you have about me. So it's basically a get to know me, but a music question, a music Q&A as well. So it's a get to know the artist rather, and you'll probably meet me anyway, when you're coming to my gigs for the lovely 50% discount. And then the King tier is $100 a month, and if you've got the spare coin per month to do this one, then you get everything that I've talked about, plus you get VIP tickets and seating to all my gigs, and free access to any virtual gigs that I will do in the future, as well as free access to all my music performance, free physical copies of my album, includes liner notes and unseen photography. So there is some graphic design work that I've been working on for my upcoming album, and maybe you're watching this, my album is already out. I do have physical copies for that, so when you are at my gig, usually I sell those, after and during the performance. That will be a free for you, which includes other things inside the cover, which you obviously won't find online. And then as well, you get a free one-on-one or online jazz piano lesson. So if you are in Cape Town, that is something that I will do for you, is give you per month one lesson. If you're looking to learn, I guess we could also negotiate if there's some other thing, if you aren't like a piano, a pianist who wants one-on-one lessons, perhaps you want, I can be a sort of a mentor, if you want to come to my studio sessions, I can give you theory lessons. Basically, the King tier is more of an interactive and a get to know the person that you are paying for, So if you're my patron and you're paying this amount to me on a monthly basis, then definitely you will know me as a person, and it's more access to the work that I do. So that's that. All you need to do is you need to click join, and you will see everything else that you'll need to do to join the tier. So that's it, guys. I hope that there is someone who would consider to do this, but this is a long-term investment thing for me, so I'm not particularly in a rush. I just thought that I would let you know that this is something that is available in terms of supporting me. It's something that I would really appreciate and definitely need, but again, it's a long-term investment as things start picking up. it'll definitely be necessary. So yeah, that's the video for today, and I'll see you in my next content. Bye.